You're about to see something very interesting.
Be nice, this is our first time around. You know, peanut butter and jelly was invented in Napa, and that, so it's kind of silly, tongue-in-cheek. So some of these things are very whimsical, some are very tongue-in-cheek, some are very serious, some are ethereal. What's going on, Melissa? What would you like to be covered in?
Sushi?
Whoa, that's so hot.
The big goofball. They were all over in the prison.
Gordon Huether, thanks for spending some time with us, showing us the art in Napa. We're now in your studio here.
We call it a gallery, but that's okay.
Studio.
Well, I have a studio, and I have a gallery, right?
This is where you show off your work?
This is about showing off, and then the studio is about making the work, right?
Tell us a little about your work. You work in glass, large pieces generally.
Glass, steel, found objects. How I would describe it is I specialize in making large-scale, site-specific permanent art installations for hospitals, temples, synagogues, universities, libraries, corporate buildings, just about anywhere where there's big art, I'm there.
Big art, you're there. What's been the strangest request you've gotten or something that you've put in a bid for?
That sushi thing that you were talking about. Okay.
We're not talking about that
No,
sushi thing. Off the record.
I don't know. Boy, that's a tough one. I usually don't even get requested, actually. What happens is I find a client, or a client finds me, and they have a project, and every project has a story they want to tell, and my job is to figure out what that story is and figure out how to tell it with art. There's a lot of excitement in the air, and Napa was kind of been sleeping for a while, and she's waking up.
Too busy making that wine.
Drinking the wine.
That's
the problem. What we walked through today was the art walk, and then we also have the art on First, where we have those empty storefronts that we put art in.
And you have a piece there too, which is inspired by the window.
Right, the old retail of the 60s, right, with mannequins and all of that.
Yeah, which is what your dad used to do.
Right, that's what he did for a living. In fact, there's a piece of art around the corner using one of his images.
How did you get involved with glass?
It's kind of a long story, but basically in the 70s, macrame and sand candles and terrariums and stained glass, that was kind of the rage, you know? And so my dad got me into it. It was a way to keep me off the streets at night.
Tell me a little about this.
That didn't really work very well.
You went on the streets and actually built bigger pieces, right? Out on the streets. Right. Tell me a little about this piece.
This is, as I mentioned, I like working with found materials, and this is someone's collection of matchboxes, or matchboxes, and I just created a tapestry of color and form, and I like things that tell a story, and so this is called Fire in the Hole. So it's about the burning of something and all of that, and each one of these is a separate little story. And somebody traveled crisscross the United States and stayed at different hotels and ate at different restaurants and that sort of thing.
Don't feel self-conscious. He doesn't have to really.
I will sing you a song here.
Okay.
Imagine I have a glass of Pinot Noir in my hand. My little Pinot, so red, so fine. My little Pinot, won't you be mine tonight? Maybe too late, my little Pinot.
I'm an expert. You handle your side of the job, I handle mine. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
I picked up one.
Oh, good.
So this
very good.
used to be.
No, I'm not doing audio, just the dancing.
Oh, okay.
No, it's while he's telling the story.